Hello students, how are you all? I hope so you all are fine. Myself Viral Loke from JP English Medium School. So kids, we completed our chapter number 2, right? In today chapter number 3, that is of eating habits of animals. We human beings have a different eating habits, right? Same as like that, animals also have some different kinds of eating habits, right? Some animals are eating only plants, some animals are only eating flesh, some animals are eating both the thing, flesh and plants, right? So plant eating animals are called herbivores animals, flesh eating animals are called carnivores animals, and both eating animals are called omnivores animals, right? In depth, I am going to explain you in session number 2. In this session, I am going to explain you vocabulary words with meanings and with pictures, right? So with that, you easily get you आपको जो चैप्टर समझ एक्सप्लेनेशन होने में बहुत ही इजी रहेगा, right? And throughout the chapter, you will getting to know vocabulary words very nicely, right? So I am going to start explanation through PPT. Okay, so let's begin it. So kids, I just want to explain you vocabulary words through PPT, right? So our chapter number 3, eating habits of animals. Through these PPT, I am going to explain you how and what type of eating habits do animals have. How many types of animals are categorized in, what is the name of different types of animals. They are categorized in plant eating animals, flesh eating animals, or else in both eating animals, right? So through this PPT I am going to explain this. Now, eating habits of animals. Different animals eat different kinds of food, right? Just like us, there are so many different animals are there, right? So but natural animals also have a different types of their food habits. They eat either plants or they are called plant eating animals. If they eat plants, then they categorized as a plant eating animals. And some animals like goat, deer eat plant food like grass and leaves directly. Plant eating animals normally eats plants such as grass, leaves, like that only, right? Some other animals like tiger, lion eat the flesh of these plant eating animals. But naturally, plants are producing their own food, right? That plant is eaten by carnivores animals, right? Sorry, herbivores animals. And that herbivores animals is eaten by carnivores animals. So it is a kind of a chain. They are internally dependent with each other, right? So with the help of their eating habits, we easily getting to know which animal is there. If an animal is eating leaves, grass, then they are considered as a herbivores animals. And if the animal is eating flesh of other animals, then they are considered as a flesh eating animals or else flesh eating birds. And if the animal is eating both the things, plants as well as flesh of other animals, then it is categorized as a omnivores animals, or else we can say that both eating animal, right? So now let's begin vocabulary words of these chapter. Number 1, that is about carnivores, animals that eat the flesh of other animals. I told you that we categorized animals into 3 categories: carnivores, herbivores, and omnivores. Now as I just want to share you something. When I was a child, that I used to pronunciate carnivorous. If the spelling is carnivorous, then we used to pronunciate carnivores. But the actual pronunciation is carnivores. So kids, if an animal eats the flesh of other animal, then they are called as a carnivore. Now what is the meaning of a flesh? दूसरे एनिमल का जो कुछ भी मांस या ऐसा कुछ होता है वो दूसरा एनिमल खाता है तो उसको क्या बोलेंगे? फ्लैश बोलेंगे, राइट? सो एनिमल दैट ईट द फ्लैश ऑफ अदर एनिमल्स दे कैटेगराइज एज अ कार्निवोर्स. नाउ नेक्स्ट, नंबर 2, curd. Some animals bring back the food from stomach to the mouth to chew it again. Kids, have you ever observed cow? She is continued chewing its own food. The process of chewing the curd, मतलब कि cows and buffaloes swallow their food without chewing it. They have some kind of a habit that whenever they want to eat, first they swallow the whole food, then after some time they bring the food back from the stomach to the mouth to chew it properly. This is called the chewing the curd. This is called chewing the curd. Here I have shown an image of a cow that she is continuously chewing its curd, right? So I hope so you understand what is the meaning of a curd. Clear? Now next, number 3. It is about food chain. Here I have shown an image of a chain. A chain that shows the interdependence of animals and plants on each other for food. We all living things need food to survive, right? We need food to grow, to live, to get energy from the food, right? Without food it is not possible to survive in this earth. But we people, we living things totally dependent on each other for food. A food chain represents how animals and plants depend on each other for food, right? As we know, plants can make their own food, right? So they are called producers, and that animals that cannot prepare their own food and they are dependent for food on plants, they are called consumers, right? So in depth I am going to explain you in next session about these food chain. But we all living things are totally dependent on each other for food, right? With the help of sun, plants prepare their own food, right? That food is eaten by deer and or else any herbivore carnivore animal is any carnivore animal, they eat flesh of other animals. So deer is eaten by that animal, right? So it is a chain, that's why it is called a food chain. Clear? Now next, number 4, GNAWING. It's knowing. It's knowing. G is silent over here, so we are not supposed to pronunciate G. So we are going to pronunciate this word as a knowing. To bite and chew the food repeatedly and eats it in smaller pieces. Knowing is a kind of a thing. Have you ever observed a squirrel or else rabbit? The way they are eating with using that front two teeth, tuck 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 करके, that process is called knowing. The biting and chewing of food repeatedly and eating in small pieces is called knowing. Clear? Normally squirrels are eating nuts, so टक 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 करके ऐसे फटाफट से वो छोटे छोटे पीस में वो खाती है, तो उस टाइप की प्रोसेस को हम क्या बोलेंगे? नोइंग. रैबिट को भी ऑब्जर्व करना, वो अपना कैरेट है वो इसी तरह से खाता है, राइट? समटाइम्स यू आर ऑल्सो बिहेविंग, यू आर ऑल्सो ईटिंग लाइक दैट. अब भी खाते ही होंगे. सो नहीं खाते तो ट्राई करना स्क्वीरल और रैबिट की तरह टक 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 करके, नॉट एवरी टाइम बट फॉर एज अ practical fun. Okay, now next, number 5, herbivores. Animals that eat only plants. Animals that eat grass, leaves and fruits, that type of animals are called herbivorous animals. Here I have shown an image of herbivorous animals like cow, goat, deer, monkey, giraffe, elephant, buffalo, camel, rabbit. So these animals are called herbivorous animals. Clear? They are totally eating leaves, fruits and grass. They don't like to eat flesh of other animals, right? Now next, number 6, lapping. The method through which dogs and cats drink liquids. This method is called lapping. Like kids, if you have a pet at your home, just observe them. They used to drink water or as any liquid, milk, whatever. They use their tongue. And that method of drinking liquid with the help of tongue is known as lapping. Right? Normally animals such as dog and cat drink milk or water with their tongue, right? Clear? So any animal is using that tongue to drink anything. That method is called lapping. Clear? Now next, number 7, omnivores. Animals that eat both plants and other animals. That type of animals are called omnivorous animals. Some animals such as bears, chipmunks and chimpanzees eat both plants and other animals. These animals are called omnivores. Kids, there are even some birds are also there. They are also considered as omnivores. Crows, robins, because they are eating both the things, even plants and flesh of other animals. One more instruction that I want to share with you. Even we human beings also eat both plant and animal products, right? So we human beings are also considered in omnivores. Clear? If a question is asked by me like give some examples of omnivores, then you can write human beings also, okay? Now next, number 8, veterinary. A person with a medical degree trained to take care of the health of animals. If we fallen sick, then where we are going? We go and consult a doctor, right? Same as like that, animals are also living things. They might also feel sick, so they also need to consult a doctor. But animal का जो डॉक्टर होता है उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? Veterinary doctor. It's a kind of a veterinary, right? Clear? Now next, number 8, kennels. A small shelter for a dog. Kids, we all need shelters, right? We are living in a home. That is our shelter. वो हमारा shelter है. So as like us, seasons affect us. sun की heat जो होती है वो हमें इफेक्ट करती है. rain से बचने के लिए हमें घर चाहिए. तो उसी तरह से animals also need their home. So dog का घर होता है, उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? Animals. Normally we are keeping dogs in kennels, right? So the home of a dog is called kennels. Here you can see a home, home of a dog, right? That home is called kennel. Now next, number 10, swallow. Cause or allow something, especially food or drink, to pass down the throat. डायरेक्टली कोई भी चीज़ होती है, अगर हम उसको स्वेलो कर जाते हैं तो उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? निगल जाना. क्या करना किड्स? कोई भी चीज़ को अगर हमें निगल जानते हैं डायरेक्टली, तो दैट प्रोसेस इज़ कॉल्ड स्वेलो. यहाँ पे एक पाइथन है, वो पूरे के पूरे क्रोकोडाइल को स्वेलो कर रहा है, राइट? तो वो जो कोई भी एनिमल है किसी को भी स्वेलो करता है तो वो डायरेक्टली उसके पास या तो फिर टीथ ही नहीं होते, इसलिए वो डायरेक्टली स्वेलो कर जाता है, निगल जाता है. एक है पाइथन की बात कि वो कोई भी एनिमल हो जैसे कि डियर, कोई भी ह्यूमन बीइंग हो, वो किसी को भी डायरेक्टली निगल जाता है, फिर उसके बाद क्या होता है कि इतनी हैवी बॉडी उस बॉडी के अंदर जाती है, तो वो थोड़े टाइम तक, मतलब वो बॉडी जब तक डाइजेस्ट नहीं होती है तब तक उसकी मूवमेंट ऑलमोस्ट स्टॉप हो जाती है, वो मूवमेंट कर पाता नहीं है, बिकॉज इतनी हैवी चीज़ अगर किसी के अंदर जाएगी तो यही होगा, राइट? क्लियर? नाउ नेक्स्ट, नंबर 11, स्टेबल. A stable is an organization trains horses for racing or else shelter for donkeys and horses. A stable is a kind of a place where horses and donkeys should be trained over there for people. कोई भी ह्यूमन बींग्स के लिए वो ट्रेन होते हैं, या तो फिर रेस में दौड़ने के लिए, या तो फिर दे ट्रीटिंग टू हेल्प अस टू, मतलब वो हमारा लोड है वो उसको उठाने में वो हमारी हेल्प करते हैं, राइट? सो इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ अ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. एंड द स्टेबल इज़ अ प्लेस वेयर डोंकीज एंड मंकीज का जो घर होता है उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? स्टेबल. हॉर्सेज एंड डोंकीज आर केप्ट इन स्टेबल. क्लियर? नाउ नेक्स्ट, नंबर 12, interdependence. Now in this chapter, interdependence means interdependence of plants and animals. Totally plants and animals, they both are totally interdependent on each other. Such as, like, the definition of interdependence is people, animals, organizations or things depending on each other. But according to this chapter, that plants are totally dependent on animals and animals are totally dependent on plants. Why? Because plants use carbon dioxide to make food, right? When plants make food, they give out oxygen, and animals use oxygen for breathing and use it to obtain energy. So some animals and birds live on trees. This shows the interdependence between plants and animals. नेचर को बैलेंस करने के लिए बिल्कुल सेम अमाउंट में एनिमल्स की ज़रूरत होती है और सेम अमाउंट में प्लांट्स की भी नीड होती है. Animals and plants dependent on each other in many ways. Animals get food from the plants. When animals breathe, they give out carbon dioxide and plants use carbon dioxide to make food. Right? कि जो हम ब्रीद करते हैं वो जो हम कुछ भी ब्रीद करते हैं वो ऑक्सीजन ब्रीथ करते हैं, राइट? एंड वी आर एक्सहेलिंग कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. एंड एनिमल्स का क्या होता है? उल्टा होता है. वॉट एवर दे आर इनहेलिंग कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड एक्सहेलिंग ऑक्सीजन. तो अगर सोचो कि ये उल्टा हो रहा है कि एनवायरनमेंट में बैलेंस ही नहीं हो रहा है. किस तरह से बैलेंस नहीं होगा? बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रीज होंगे तो ऑक्सीजन बहुत ज़्यादा काटेंगे, तो एनिमल्स कम अमाउंट में होंगे तो ऑक्सीजन ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. और उसकी कंपैरिजन में एनिमल्स है जो वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को एक्सेल करे, तो प्लांट्स को पूरी अमाउंट में ऑक्सीजन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? सो टोटली प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स डिपेंड ऑन ईच अदर. क्लियर? नाउ नेक्स्ट, नंबर 13, प्रोड्यूसर्स. Producers are any kind of a green plant. Deer are herbivores, which means they eat only plants. मतलब producers क्या है? What is the meaning of a producer? Plants can make their own food, hence they are called producers. मतलब ऐसा कोई भी whatever, मतलब ऐसी कोई चीज़ जो अपना फूड खुद प्रिपेयर करता है, दे आर कॉल्ड प्रोड्यूसर्स. बट एनिमल्स कैन नॉट मेक देयर ओन फूड. दे आर टोटली डिपेंड ऑन प्लांट्स, सो दे आर कॉल्ड कंज्यूमर्स. क्लियर? सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज बिटवीन प्रोड्यूसर्स एंड कंज्यूमर. इफ एनी ऑफ द थिंग इज प्रिपेयर्ड इट्स ओन फूड, दे आर कंसिडर्ड एज अ producers. And if someone need that food and totally dependent on others for food, they are considered as a consumers. Clear? Now next, number 14, consumers. Consumer in a food chain are living creatures that eat organisms from a different population. As I told you, whatever the food is prepared by them for themselves only, they are considered as a producers. And here the consumer matlab ki organisms that get their energy from eating other organisms, they are considered as a consumers, right? Clear? I hope so you understand producers and consumers. Now last one, number 15, maize. Maize is another word for corn, the tall growing grain. ये गन्ने, आई थिंक अभी अभी सीज़न गई है मेज़ की. आई लव टू ईट मेज़, मुझे बहुत पसंद है. इसमें भी आता है अमेरिकन मेज़, जो होता है वो थोड़ा सा स्वीट होता है. नॉर्मल मेज़ होता है वो स्वीट बिल्कुल भी नहीं होता है, राइट. सो आई लव टू ईट मेज़. एंड वो एक लंबे होते हैं, बहुत ही टॉल ग्रोइंग ग्रेन है. इट इज़ अ ग्रेन, ये एक ग्रेन है. एंड वी आर यूजिंग इट एज आर फूड, सैलेड, कोई भी न्यू आइटम को बनाने के लिए हम इसका यूज़ करते हैं, राइट. And it is the main food of a grasshopper. Grasshopper also like to eat maize a lot. Clear? I hope so you understand. So here we completed our vocabulary words with meanings and with pictures. I hope so you understand this very nicely. Now in next session I am going to start explanation of chapter in depth. Okay, so these vocabulary helps to understand these chapter very nicely. So you need to understand these session very nicely. Okay, so kids, I hope so you understand my PPT and with the pictures देख कर आपकी बहुत सारी help हो गई होगी, right? So at the end of this session I just want to tell you to complete vocabulary words and meanings in your CW. जो मैंने आपको PDF शेयर किया है ना, please complete that PDF in your CW. Wherever you need to skip line, skip it. Do it with good handwriting. Wherever you need to use scale, use it. But I want that in a good handwriting. Okay, otherwise I'll not check your CW. So do it. In next session I am going to explain you about eating habits of animals, about herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, right? And how do animals eat? These things I am going to explain